Hello everyone, I'm Naishun Zhang, and in this video I'm going to explain question 1 in our homework 3. So the question is, let the probability of x equals to k equals to b times k times p to the power of k minus 1, and k is from 1 to infinity, positive infinity, and p is greater than 0 and less than 1. So the question A is found B, so that the probability of x equals k represents the probability mass function. So let me see. So the first according to the question, we have already know the summation of b times k times p to the power of k minus 1 equals to 1. So we can get the second equation. The summation of b times k times p to the power of k equals to p. So let equation 1 minus equation 2, we can get this function, this equation. So b times p to the power of 0 plus the summation of b times p to the power of k minus b times n times p to the power of n equals to 1 minus p. So finally we can get the b equals to 1 minus p to the power of 2. So we can get we solve the first question, and the second question is to find ex. Okay, so ex equals to the summation of b times k squares times to p to the power of k minus 1. According to the A question, we have already known k times the summation of k times p to the power of k minus 1 equals to this value. So assume that the summation of b times k square times p k the power of k minus 1 equals to a equals to e of x. So the second similarly, we can get the second equation, and let the first equation minus the second equation, we can get this equation. Finally equals to a times 1 minus p. So then we can get the final result is e of x equals to 1 plus p this value, and the third question C is find e of x square. Similarly, we can get the first equation, sum of b times k to the power of 3 times p to the power of k minus 1. Assume that e of x squared equals to b, and we can get the second equation. Then let 1 minus the first equation minus the second equation. Then the final result is b times 1 minus p. So according to the result, we can get e of x time equals to this value, and the D question is to find e of x squared minus e squares x. So it's too easy to get the result and this function, and the final result is 2 minus 2 times p, and divide 1 minus p squared. And for the E question, let p equals to I found the conditional probability mass function, and let to find the probability of x equals to k, assuming x greater than 2 and less than 5. And then we can know the p equals this value, and b equals to 1 minus p squares, and then we can get p's value equals to this value. Then we can get the final function, like I write that when x equals to 2, 3, 4, 5, the probability is like this function, this value, and otherwise the probability equals to 0.